Coming up is the midweek update. Afterwards, stick around and you'll hear the generosity story shared by Bill Clark at last Sunday's service. It's a great remembrance of an important time in the life of our congregation and an encouraging story for who we've become. Here's the midweek update. Oh, hey, you ever wondered what forgiveness looks like in everyday life? Come on. This Sunday's theme is Be Forgiving, continuing in our series on the secret life of bees. In Luke 16, Jesus tells a parable about a shrewd manager. It's a story about trust and mercy and using what we have to bless others. And it's also about how forgiveness can reshape our priorities and relationships. I'm thrilled to welcome back Spirit Bound as part of our worship this Sunday. As part of the ongoing 100th anniversary celebration of ministry in this building, this musical group is back together and singing with us this week. Don't miss it. And coming up this week, there are two opportunities to connect with God and creation through the Sacred Way hiking group. On Saturday, we'll be at Pretty Creek Trails Park in northern Albemarle. And if you're looking for something more contemplative, next Wednesday, the 24th at 6 p.m., there'll be a group here for Terra Divina at Riverview Park. Come out for the fellowship, enjoy the outdoors, and find God together with friends. And mark your calendars for the This and That rummage sale, Saturday, September the 27th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Great bargains, great community, and all the proceeds go to the Loaves and Fishes Food Pantry, a ministry that started right here at Charlottesville First. So keep practicing forgiveness, keep sharing love, and I'll see you over there on Sunday. Grace and peace.
Good morning. Jane and I have been a part of this community of faith for over 45 years. And we both held numerous volunteer lay positions. I have to tell you that most of these positions were more administrative efforts rather than spiritual activities. But being the volunteer leader of the Safe House on August the 12th, 2017 during the Unite Right rally was a true altar call for me. And for many of the volunteers who committed themselves to be present and serve that day. It was for me the most important and spiritually meaningful day of my journey. Many of the details can be found in the upcoming 100-year storybook, which will be available later this fall. I'm only going to share a few details with you for this morning. First, we were blessed to have witnessed the July KKK rally in Charlottesville. On that day, over 500 people of all races and faith or no faith filled our sanctuary twice to sing, listen, and pray. We recognized that we had something to offer these people that they had felt a real need for. This was the assurance of God's presence and His love. And that formed the basis for our planning for August the 12th. We were physically right in the middle of the storm with gun-toting marchers chanting outside our parking lot and in the park across from the portico. We provided a safe, quiet place for rest, water, nutrition, meditation, prayer, and mental and spiritual counseling for anyone without a weapon on their person. God's house was a place for those in distress. At the end of the very long day, several people, including clergy from other faith communities, thanked us with comments such as, "This is what a downtown church should look like." I am certainly thankful that we had been given the opportunity and the spiritual leadership to be the face of God to a hurting community. I just want to read a message that was left on Facebook from one who was there that day. "Hey there, I was one of the people you guys provided sanctuary to on Saturday. I just wanted to say thank you from the very, very bottom of my heart. I know that you were threatened and attacked for what you did. When I saw you standing in front of your church in vestments and orange t-shirts, it was one of the most beautiful moments of a very dark and scary day. You were all very brave. You cheerfully welcomed strangers into your church without judgment or question and created a safe place for us to rest and receive nourishment. And you didn't bait and switch us and make us listen to a sermon before we could get the physical nourishment we needed. I'm a queer leftist for the most part. I do not feel either welcome or safe in churches. That was one of the most Christ-like acts I have ever witnessed with my own eyes. I used to be a Christian. In fact, I grew up in the United Methodist Church. One of the things that pushed me from the church was the sense of judgment I got from other Christians and the sense of us versus them when talking about non-Christians. Long before I lost faith in God, I had lost faith in Christians. You restored that for me on Saturday, and I don't really have words to express how grateful I am for that. Your actions were a powerful statement and testament to the kind of love and bravery that Jesus can inspire in people. I've tried to tell every Christian I know about you so that they can be as inspired as I was by your actions. Thank you so much for the work you do and the people you are. Love, Lizzie. I'm not the only one who had a spiritual experience on August the 12th. God has generously provided this community of faith with opportunities to spread his love for all, and he continues to do so. Our recent affirmation to become part of the Reconciling Ministries Network is an example of this generosity. And it's possible that we will also be given the opportunity to spread his love to the people of the Southwood community next year. His generosity in giving us opportunities to share his love and our faith is why I'm still here after 45 years. Thanks be to God.